As the country gears up for the 2027 general election, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula appears to be a man on a mission as political realignments take center stage. Wetangula finds himself at crossroads of constitutional duty and political ambition as he navigates the murky waters of the broad-based government. Unlike his counterpart Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula's bold move, to resist attempts to fold his party has been deemed a well-calculated move aimed at ensuring he is on the table in the 2027 polls. Ian Keitani reports.
National Assembly Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula remains the last man standing in the Kenya Kwanza coalition after resisting attempts to have his Ford Kenya party fold and join the ruling United Democratic Alliance. His colleague Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi folded his ANC party to join the ruling party UDA. However, as the countdown to 2027 continues, questions are abound over what the future holds for the seasoned lawyer cum politician, more so in Western Kenya. Political commentators argue that the decision not to fold his party could be a calculated move to have bargaining power ahead of the 2027 polls.
There's a chance that he wants to run for president in 2032, and he wants to run using his own political party, or is not comfortable becoming a normal member of any other political party. Moses Wetangula believes that he's got a fair shot at becoming the president of Kenya. And when you look at his political trajectory, that is what he's been aiming for from the time he joined politics. And he stands a chance. You know, he comes from one of the most populous communities in Kenya.
Other than ambitions to occupy the house on the hill, the decision to keep Ford Kenya party firmly under his grip, and like Prime CS Musalia Mudavadi, has been likened to a man keeping his cards to his chest. Dismas Mokur argues that this could be a well-calculated move to ensure he is well insured politically in the run-up to 2027.
There's a very high chance that he can in fact run for an elective seat and then later on resign, depending on the formation of Kenya Kwanza. Moses Wetangula will always run for a political seat as a political insurance that in the event his coalition does not win, is not out in the political cold.
Known affectionately as Papa wa Roma by his supporters, Wetangula maintains that his leadership is anchored in the philosophy of servant leadership, a journey that he began 44 years ago, with his trajectory deemed a masterclass in political longevity. However, the emergence of fresh blood in the vast Western Kenya threatens both Wetangula's and Mudavadi's positions. The main thorn in the flesh being Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya. The handshake between Ruto's UDA and former fallen Prime Minister the late Raila Odinga's ODM has fundamentally shifted Parliament's tectonic plates. While this cooperation has broken legislative gridlocks, it has placed the Speaker in a delicate position. However, political analyst Dismas Mokur argues that getting rid of Wetangula would be detrimental to Ruto's re-election bid.
If for some reason Kenya Kwanza decides to kick him out as the Speaker of the National Assembly, the probability does exist that that could be political suicide for Kenya Kwanza.
All the same, Mokur opines that Wetangula would still be a force to reckon with in the vote-rich region, whether he remains House Speaker or not.
In the event that Moses Wetangula decides to bolt and he doesn't support President Ruto will have a complicated 2027, because, I mean, can you imagine if Moses Wetangula decides to team up with, say, Natembeya and other Luhya politicians, and then they start decampaigning President Ruto?
Ian Keitani, KTN, Nairobi.
Thank you, Ian, for that report. In the meantime, tomorrow on Kenya's bold newspaper,